do that, right?
Correct.
And then let's review the board minutes. Okay. Here's the Pledge of Allegiance. You want to lead it, Carrie?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Okay. Read over the minutes. See if there's any. I know you weren't here, but you can refresh yourself or see what we did when you weren't here.
Amen.
See if you trust us.
Sure. Yeah, I haven't had time to read them. I've been busy. Sorry.
You're good.
You want to read that again?
It's already in their packets.
They what?
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't see anything to add. Would you like to
I'll move to
review?
approve it.
Yeah. Okay. Yay. Okay. Here's what else. All approved.
If I quit rubbing you, are you gonna lay down and go to sleep?
All right.
Okay.
The capital improvement plan hearing and resolution.
I'm going to turn it over to Rocky
Okay.
to present the CIP.
Now, I know Susan has the basic copy, and I'm gonna give you one each. So that I gave it to you like right there. And there, the yellow page, I don't have, but I have it on copy. Let me go in reverse.
Where do you want me to
Well,
start?
that's at the beginning, and this is the total page, but it doesn't make any sense to you, because what it shows is that we have negative balances, and it's based on what we have in the accounts that we're projecting.
So what-
How much everything about this is a projection.
So what tab do you want me to open?
Well, I need you to start at, probably at, income,
Income?
yeah,
Okay.
and, yeah, with revenue, yeah.
Okay.
What is that, and it's a partial. Oh, you're gonna do that, I see. Scroll it to the right. I don't know where that happens.
Where?
Well, it's not showing what years do you see? 6, 5, 7, and 8, right? It doesn't show 5. And we don't necessarily have to see 8, although we have numbers in there. And what we're listed here is what we're expecting to have revenues in for property taxes,
Is that what you were-
taxes, yeah. The excise taxes, which are broke up in different things, and then other revenues. That would be anything from repayment coming from Talitha and which we expect to have for the next 6 years.
Has that been happening?
Yes.
Yes. $100 a week.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
at $4,500 right now, which is good. And then that's interest and just anything else, like we got a refund, we evidently double paid something. We got a check today for $901, we got it back in. That's
Where
all
do
that.
these numbers, did you pull these out of your head, or did these come from?
Based on, well, okay, 05, is it 05? I can't.
Yeah, we're looking at 2025.
Those are numbers that are this next year.
So that's during
The rest
this
of this,
year.
I'm sorry. And then the next one is expected income from this next year, and 26. And it's all based on, I increased the numbers in some places where I thought it necessary. With local income tax, it's actually going to be higher a little bit. But everything is expected to be an estimate. I tried to make it as close as I could without, raising hopes, yeah, we're gonna do $2 million. No, we're not. But that's what we've got enlisted for 26, 27, and then 28, which you cannot see.
I can move it over.
Yeah, which is fine. And we thought the LIT was supposed to be lower this year. No, it's going to be higher again. Basically, so it just kept the same numbers pretty much, except for where I thought there would be a change in the excise. What I saw in fluctuation.
So that LIT is just an estimate?
But yeah, all this, pretty much everything you're
Okay.
looking at
Yes.
So
is
it
an
will be
estimate.
high, it will go up.
That you
Looks
estimate,
lower though.
Based on the numbers given me, yes.
giving you,
By
So-
what the state for this year,
okay,
the
you
expectations of what those things are going to, whether they're going to increase or not. Most of them,
extrapolated to.
yeah, so like
Okay,
other revenues, $800, that's under the second line on the green of 26, 850 and 850. That's income or interest we're receiving for money to the cemetery.
That's through the community foundation. We have
Oh,
a
yeah, that-
founder
I
in the community.
remember that.
That's
Yeah.
just like an example.
Okay.
We are getting, we actually getting
54,000.
that.
so you think this is pretty solid that what we would get those numbers?
It's
Yeah,
gonna be real close, yeah. I mean, and we may get more, hopefully we get more, but hey, better to be safe than sorry. So these are the numbers that all the calculations as far as income coming in are gonna be based on. Then you go to expenses, CIP. These are the projects we have. You can see rainy day, that's for different things for different years, 26, and then there's one thing for 27. You have, scroll it up a little bit more, then you have general fund. Those are the things we're gonna be using out for those years. Again, and then we have expectations of what we're spending to the Lafayette Fire Department. I put everything, including that, in it to make it a full report. And then I added a purchase of solar for 27, and I thought we would do renovations on the Sexton house, and it sounds like that's gonna get shut down. But it's $20,000, because evidently she remembered Lisa had already put the roof on, a new one in
I have-
19.
I have to double,
You have to double check, but that's my
Remind me.
expectation that that's
But we
what
can
true.
do improvements on the inside of it.
We could, yeah, you could change that, no problem, if you wanted to. So,
these are just best estimates, and we have to have a minimum of 3 years of planning.
Yeah.
I understand that these are, and like, somewhere along there's 10,000, where is it? Upgrade on office computers and printers, 60,000, that means the whole office.
A lot, yeah.
And I don't know how much more
Where's the
stuff
Sexton-
we're
where's the
gonna get.
Sexton house?
At the bottom, right here, re-roof of Sexton
Okay,
House,
so we need
20,000.
to- we need to change that
Well,
to inside improvements.
again, this is all, we can change it as far as it goes. Do you want to change it to that, make an addition?
Because the roof, check on the roof.
I'll check on the roof.
I don't remember if she did or not. She might have said she did and she stuck it in her pocket. I hope we're not. Are we on TV?
Yes, we're
Okay, never
recording.
mind. I don't know. We need to check that.
I can double check that.
Right.
If
Eh,
anything, you can put a slash and say inside improvements also.
Yes.
Inside improvements of,
Roof.
Re-roof of Sexton, inside improvement.
inside improvements of the cemetery?
Sexton.
Oh,
Sexton
inside the
house.
Sexton House. Okay. Well,
Okay, you could say re-roof and.
we could
slash.
just leave
Yeah.
it as
The
Sexton House
is
and
over-
leave it,
over the cemetery, right?
Mhm.
It's this one.
Mhm. It's
Yeah.
Just the Sexton.
we
Okay,
can just leave it as Sexton House.
Okay.
now,
Improvement. Because it is renovations, enlargement of building or structure.
Just
that
the
fits.
total CIP.
okay, have we put in there anything for the house, our
Shelter
house
house?
next door? And I think we should.
Yeah, I mean,
I think we need
is
to
there
put,
anything?
add,
Because what did we
Hold on.
replace this year?
I believe we've replaced
Was it
the
the water
water
heater?
heater and maybe an AC unit.
Yeah, we
And
replaced,
Furnace?
and I don't think the furnace
that
this
was in
year.
here. we put.
Okay,
Yes.
yes.
I don't think it needs a re-roof. I don't think, if anything, it needs,
That's
it would be interior and like we replaced that sink,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that section.
Oh,
But,
okay.
We've done quite a bit of work to that house. If
But
anything, repainting.
See like how the appliances
More
are,
beds,
are doing, I
Yes.
don't know.
The thing with this is the capital improvements that we're gonna, so we should also put in there additional house,
Shelter house.
$30,000 for improvements.
Yeah, it
Sure.
makes sense, yeah.
We can do that, and
Because
even
this
above
is just,
that,
this is
yeah.
capital improvements.
Yeah, it's to protect that money
Okay,
that
yeah.
we, like, yeah.
So.
And I mean, we had some issues happen with the house this year. Never know what's coming next year, so.
And how about the roof on this place?
Oh, yeah.
I
That's
don't
something,
know, but
Yeah.
it doesn't look
something,
bad.
So
Look
that's
at.
something else that should be added in there too.
yeah.
Would, are you comfortable, it's gonna come out of the rainy day, probably?
No, remember the donation alone should be 300,000, not 100,000.
Yeah.
Do you want to put, is it more of a partnership or I would maybe view it more that way.
Yes, agreed. It's more of an agreement than a
Yeah.
capital improvement.
Or than a
Right.
donation, if it's like,
Mhm.
hopefully there will be
You're right.
there.
But it's,
Is that something we need to do
Okay.
with?
I don't have a listing in my head. I mean, you see samples that go into that middle section. Those are pre-assigned titles. I don't know what you're talking about would go into what there, maybe site improvement. That would be, or acquisition of, no, not acquisition.
So that
Site improvement. But again, if you're saying how much for, the shelter house?
They're suggesting 30.
and okay, the construction, the building structures for loan, what they're building a new structure, right?
They're adding on to their homeless shelter.
Okay.
But as Susan was saying, we're just transferring the funds over, so we're not actually building any capital, doing any capital improvements.
So that needs to be under a different thing.
Yeah, it wouldn't be under the
Under
CIP. We would just budget for it.
So these numbers in total are planned use of these uncommitted funds.
yes.
Correct. Other than the fire is restricted.
Yeah.
So the fire we're not worried about. It's the general and the rainy day that the state considers unrestricted.
And this here is just to protect the money. This is not saying we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Right. It's not, we're not committing to it. We're just saying this is what we're planning
this
to
is
use
This
those
is how we
funds.
want to use that money.
Mhm.
This is
Okay.
this is what we need it for. So they're
Yeah.
not like, we're taking it for roads.
Okay, so the grand total
Well, hang on. Of what?
of all the capital improvements, what is it?
We're not getting there. We're not going to do that. Hang on. Just because it's all broke up and it tallies to the report. So go to unrestricted fund general. What it does is it takes those totals that are assigned to that fund and carries it over into this. And that's your estimated cash balance on December 31, 2026. 286, 255, but we have a budget or committed to the capital improvement plan of 290,000. And that's at this moment before we're adding in what we're writing in.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So we're not, and so that we have a negative balance of that, 3765?
45.
45, I can barely read it. So, but you can see on the top left, that says the general, that's the fund it's describing, these are the unrestricted funds. Go to the next one, which is the,
Rainy day.
rainy day.
Are we gonna get a copy of this?
You have it. It's in your packet.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Part of it's there.
Okay, I wish I knew that. It would quit squeaking so much.
The only thing you don't, well, no, you have the yellow too, there's a yellow.
The yellow's the long one.
That's one.
Yeah, I printed it on legal slides.
This is for the rainy day, it shows we have a cash balance at the end of 2026, supposed of $27,800, which is quite a bit less than what we got in there right now. So, and that's why I didn't put 300,000, because I thought we're gonna spend the 300,000 this year.
Yeah, we
And
can,
secondly, then it would be, But then we have a capital improvement of, I can't read it.
Need some more.
50,000?
50,000. Okay, so you have a negative, right now, with the things we have of negative 22,200.
Okay.
Okay, so both of them are in the negative, and if you go to the first form, it'll put.
Oh, the-
Yeah.
Okay,
I
You
got
notice the taxpayers that.
Unrestricted summary, okay, scroll it down.
No,
and you
that's,
see that-
I'm sorry, Susan, that's your budget for next year. That's meant to go in your 2026.
Yeah. You're gonna have a $25,945 negative on both of the funds that we're expecting to spend over that. Now, understand that all the estimates of the expenses we listed are just that, they're estimates. I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah, this
What
is just
type?
spitballing it.
Yeah.
It's about right,
Yeah,
we're good.
we're showing that we're gonna use that money. That's what, yeah.
Correct.
Well, we
Yes.
are
Yeah.
assigning so much money each year. for
Yeah.
different funds, yes?
So is this covering the $1 million or that, whatever we got in that state fund? So they can they get that?
Trust me.
Well, this is the
Trust me.
point.
It's all
This
in
is
funds.
It's all in.
Listen, estimated funds eligible for transfer, and that's the one that goes to, and that's been assigned, it's 0050. That's the fund number,
Okay.
okay? And
That's
it's
the
zero.
road fund.
There's nothing going to that fund.
So,
There's nothing eligible to go to that fund the way we're spending. it.
The way we're estimating that we
Yes, in
will.
the Senate, yeah.
but that's not taking money from that, right?
I don't understand.
Well,
From the
okay,
Trust
okay,
Indiana.
Trust Indiana Fund. We got what?
That's not a fund, that's an investment.
I know it's an investment, but the state can get that, right? They
No,
can-
no, you're, ignore the fact of where the money is,
Okay,
okay?
okay,
They'll have this much money and that's it. And we're
Okay.
saying, we're planning on spending so much per fund, and it shows
Oh.
there.
okay,
And based on our expectation of what we're having come in and what we're gonna be spending out, we're gonna have negative funding. Well, no, we're not gonna do that, but,
There's nothing
There's
to
nothing
transfer
gonna
to
be used
roads
for
fund.
roads.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's what we're
That's
trying to
what-
show. Yeah.
so in my mind, I thought they could come in and take that $1 million. They
Not
can-
with a capital, like our improvement
Okay.
plan, because
Okay,
we're showing them like, we need this money,
okay,
so you
Okay.
can't take it.
okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what
Okay.
we're projecting
Yeah.
to spend that.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
in mud, but I understand.
we get it, yeah.
I know, it's confusing. Basically, think of Trust Indiana as our bank account.
Okay.
We have $2.5 million
Okay.
in there. That's basically all of our cash reserves
Okay.
are in that Trust Indiana, other than
Okay.
$100,000 or something in our checking account to help us pay
Well,
for
yeah,
monthly
That's
costs.
what I was
That
worried about,
works.
that Indiana, the state of Indiana could come in and take that away from us.
Not as long as we have a plan in
Okay.
place.
Okay, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
And I really don't go by the balance in the account. I go, there is a section in Tom's Web where I go into, oh gosh, I can't remember what the inquiry. It shows me, it's how I balance everything each month. It's one of the reports of the,
The reconciliation
thank you, the
reports.
reconciliation report. I look at this current month in August. It tells me after it pays everything we spent, what I got left. You know, right now it's at 50,000. You know, and I'm guessing on that, but
In the checking account.
yeah, well, that's not been spent already by us in some form or another.
Should-
Yeah,
Should we, the board, see the reconciliation?
I can't give it to you right now. My computer's down.
But the reconciliation reports are uploaded to that folder I shared with you.
Yeah. Mhm.
No, on the
Online.
digital folder, the Fairfield Township, on
I'll have to
OneDrive.
send a link to it.
Yeah,
That's the week I have.
yeah, you have access to it, but
All it does is give you reconciliation as of the end of the month. At that
Okay.
moment, this is where we got our money.
so it would be our August 31st
Okay,
monthly
Okay.
balance sheet. But it's uploaded to that digital folder. We can also print you hard copies too.
So it's showing, plus with this, we add this in. Okay, that would actually be $55,945.
and that's what this is here.
30,000.
This is the resolution for the capital improvement.
Does the language in the legislation that necessitated this CIP, say you get at the end of 3 years, your CIP needs to, that's where they start.
So there is no max, there's just the minimum. So the minimum is 3 years, but we can plan out, forever.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
How we doing?
yeah, but when would they assess, when would they say, we need to take 30% off this number?
Oh,
On a yearly basis, they look at the numbers, right? And we have to.
I honestly don't know if they're gonna look
But
at
if
the
we get it
numbers. They're just
yeah.
gonna say, they're just wanting us to have a CIP plan filed.
yeah.
I think next year there'll be cleanup language in the legislature.
Where does the money go right now?
Yeah.
But their calculations showed that we don't owe 30%
Correct.
on any
Right.
side.
Yeah, we're
Right.
negative.
So we're good.
We're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
We will be good for the next 3 years. What happens after the next 3 years, I don't know.
Yeah.
What will happen after next year, I don't know.
Yeah.
But this is what we need to do
To
now.
prepare.
And
Yeah.
September 30th is the deadline to
Yeah.
submit the
So during
resolution.
next year sometime, we know a little bit of something what the
Perhaps.
Yeah.
I'm guessing so
Legislative
because
session is usually January to April, so if they clean up language, we'll know by April.
Mhm.
And then it'll go into effect July 1st, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And next year is not a annual, a
So they're
budget
probably
year.
not really gonna really hone on it, maybe.
Maybe
'cause
not.
It's not, there's other things to
We'll
worry
see,
about,
but
yeah.
there will be cleanup with SB1 and everything. There's going to be a
Yeah,
coffee.
Understand that the focus here is, the date they're looking at is December 31, 2026. They're not looking at getting any money from us this year, 25. It's all for first 26 going into effect.
and that's
So
if
then
we didn't have a
We'll
a
have,
plan.
we have to approve another CIP
Next year.
next
Next
year
year.
again, which will,
Carry us.
depending on
Yeah.
what we manage to spend, what we don't have spent.
we don't approve a CIP, we get no tax dollars.
Oh, okay.
It isn't just they take money away from
They
us. We get nothing.
Wow.
We get nothing.
So, I mean, that's kind of nice though, because some of the townships that don't really do anything, they just
Yeah,
sit
they'll-
on their money, and they're not really worried about it. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I get that, but
Yeah.
we're in line.
But it isn't like before, when we did a same one as the year before, and we got reduced in taxes.
That was because you guys didn't file a budget. But we've been
Yes.
doing
Yes,
that.
because we had the
Annually.
same budget as we did the year. before.
Correct. They would just revert to that.
Okay,
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
now you have to file a budget.
okay.
It's not.
Or you
And
get
we
no,
are.
Or you get
no-
nothing.
You get
Yeah.
nothing.
And we are being up to date.
We
Yes.
are being
Yeah.
up to date and
Yeah.
current and following legislation.
So far, okay, other than that, yeah, are there any more questions?
I'm clear as mud. Everything you did up there, we have here.
I think so, yeah, you got the yellow, so yeah.
Rocky, did you take some notes about how the board wants us to?
Yeah, I just wrote down, basically it was the one item, we want to change to the interior also of the sexton and to refurbish shelter house at $30,000.
Yeah,
And I put that on for 2028.
that's fine.
Yeah.
For the Sexton House, just leave it as Sexton House.
Yeah,
Sexton house improvements.
Yeah.
Yeah, or something like that.
Sexton
Yeah.
house.
Not just roof.
Yeah,
which you could roof slash.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
it's the
improvements
entire-
of the whole thing,
yeah.
So the number you'll see here, that will not be, if we add the 30,000, that'll, line one rainy day, that will be $52,200. And then 3,745 will remain the same. It'll be 55,945. Yes,
Okay, you lost me now.
that's the.
Just adding 30
adding the
onto it.
30,000.
Okay,
Or we could
Negative.
repurpose some of one
Some
of
of the
those
other lines,
categories
yeah.
to, yeah.
It does give us some freedom to.
It does give
That's
us
what it
like,
looks like,
for
yeah.
Things that don't work out.
The estimates are good.
yeah, basically the DLGF came up with this template and said,
Good.
use it, and here's what you.
so you're
needed.
gonna add the refurb or
Yeah, we will.
For the shelter
rental
house, yeah.
shelter house.
Yeah. she's
Go add that line on there, okay.
I think that's smart.
Yeah, I think so.
So we'll get another sheet update from this.
Well, we get it all done, yeah. Well, you're
We
you're
have to sign
talking
it
about
today.
voting to approve this right now
today,
Mhm.
yeah,
with those changes.
with that changement,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, basically you have a resolution in front of you. It doesn't give you any amounts. I'm using the resolution that was provided by the state.
So do we make a motion or just sign this?
Yeah,
You make
I
a-
don't see the
It's
resolution.
this in here.
Well,
It should be,
but that's not the one in my packet.
behind your
It's-
CIP
It's in
stuff.
this group, if that's helpful, Township.
Oh, yeah.
But I have extras too.
Okay,
Susan.
well,
Right there.
and
Yeah.
I don't need it anyway.
No.
Okay.
This is the request for funding proposal for 2025 Outreach Advocacy Center.
No, that's a request for funding. There's the one you just got in front of you, Peter. That's it.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I think you got it there. Next one.
But she was wanting the resolution. That is it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
it is a resolution. To approve as presented.
So I move that we approve
Second.
all in favor, aye,
I,
all approved, okay. This 9th of September. I will give this to you to sign. You need 2 copies?
Probably one for your records.
Okay.
Yeah, does that mean you're getting 2 of them completely signed or just one?
I need
You get 2 of them completely signed?
I just need another, we need another one to
One
go
for your
around. to
record
sign.
and one that I can submit
Right.
to Gateway or DLGF.
So 2 of them.
Next time, probably one says yes or no.
Right there, you keep one and I'll keep one and then we're good. Alright. Our next order of business is the heat beat.
That's you, Susan.
She's typing. We'll
Oh,
give her a-
okay, sorry.
We'll give her a minute.
okay, Monica brought to my attention a webinar,
Of
on
resiliency.
on the heat risk that we've been talking about this. I think I described to you that zip codes 47901 and 47904 are in the highest category for heat risk for health of residents in those zip codes in the country. And they're above 95% risk, which is a relative thing, I guess. So there is a group at IU, at the Resiliency Institute, that has money to do these Beat the Heat programs, and they only do them with smaller communities with population less than 50,000. So last year they did it for the first time with Richmond and Clarksville, maybe. And they, so they gather information about the community, and they have this cool technology where they have volunteers either drive or ride bicycles around with this monitor, and they can then do a heat map of this area. So where where temperature's higher, and then they do a tree canopy map and collect other information about where heat will be more of a problem, and then they make a plan. They were able to provide air conditioners to people. So they had some actual money, but they also planted trees in those areas.
Who was doing this?
IU Resilience Crew? Like that?
Well, they took, it was a partnership, so the cities applied to be a part of this, a project city. And so the city sent people and they found volunteers, and it was a partnership with IU Resiliency, a program at that institute.
So where did the money come from?
It's federal money.
Federal money. So, can I ask a question or interject? With our president, where he's cutting stuff, is that gonna go away? Okay, sorry.
They are doing another round, so they're taking.
Oh, cool. So
Yeah, they're doing round two.
So that's why these two zip codes, what we're talking about.
No, I had found that before this, I had found that information on CDC website. I do have, so I captured that because yes, even those, that information could disappear at any time. And it doesn't change, it doesn't make those zip codes less at risk for residents, and that those zip codes less at risk if the map no longer is available. So I've talked with Haley Griffey, who is this Lafayette resiliency person. And we're going to talk more. We tried to get heat-related illness information from the chief, but they don't keep that information. They will start to keep it when they have a new software for collecting information about their runs next year. There may be other sources that there are, the health department has someone who might be able to get some information, but she's super busy. It's really hard to get to speak with her.
So the 47904 and the 47901, is it the north end communities?
North End is 4, and
Right.
right downtown is.
Yeah, one is like a weird sliver downtown, because I remember
And then-
one street I was 4 and one street I was 1.
And then 4 goes up north and to the
Yeah.
east.
And we're
Mine-
5.
Yeah,
right
we're on
now.
5.
Yeah.
You could basically say, at the very least, everything north and south and inside Sagamore Parkway.
I can.
Okay,
Do they take the
Because I live in
population
one.
of the zip code or our city?
It's the city.
Okay.
To determine eligibility to
So-
apply for the program.
So we don't
Yeah,
qualify, right? Because we're too big?
that's correct.
Okay.
Let's see, I think I have.
I don't understand. I don't understand because where I live, it could be a heat risk too, because
Yeah.
it looks familiar with the other parts of the city.
Mhm.
I could understand downtown here.
Yeah, where
Because
everything's
there's hardly no trees.
trees. Yeah.
I could understand that, but back whenever it was 116 degrees, it was hot at my house.
Yeah.
Well, that's not saying it's not hot. It includes other factors like incomes and heat island effect. So where you are, you don't have, you probably have more trees. That's where tree canopy starts to become a factor.
Yeah.
So it's a multi-factor. Here, I have the,
He will contribute to the cooling.
Right, I'm good too. Maybe three.
you can't see it very well.
Oh, okay.
So is that a one right here?
This is 01, is this little one down here, and then there's purple around the 04.
Okay, that's 04.
That's
And that just
04.
that little bitty sliver right
It's
there.
01.
Okay.
Well, it's the densest, it's the most densely
Yeah.
populated part of the city.
Are you 01?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I think that if we get a project together, like a task force, we can maybe do the monitoring for a wider area of the city than just those 2 zip codes.
Yeah.
So that's where they are.
So you'll have more information next meeting or?
Probably not next meeting, but, through the fall, maybe we can get together, more of a plan, and, I mean, there may be some grants available. Elias are more, that's what she does full time.
Cool.
So she may have
Show
some
more
ideas.
stuff. Cool, okay. All right, well, thank you. Finances.
I've uploaded some of those reports that we were talking about earlier. So let's see, the reconciliation report that Rocky was referring to. That's not in your packet I got for you. It's just uploaded here
Okay.
on the folder. So this is ending 8/31/25. This is our First Merchants Bank. That's where we keep our operating
Yeah.
dollars.
Okay.
So as you see, the statement balance was 108,648.07. Balance was 83,000 at the end of August 31st. And then these are all the outstanding checks. So they have not cleared.
Okay.
So about 24,000, about 25,000. These are the checks that have cleared. It's over 182,000
For the year or for the month?
for the month.
Okay.
Bills to pay.
And then this is the money that we've deposited, including a transfer of $100,000 from Trust Indiana of 100,000. So we deposited $112,000, 944.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically we
That's where we
transferred.
move our,
Mhm.
our operating cost, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Here's our daily cash register. You can just open it and see our fund. So this is our fund balance. As you see, the roads and infrastructure fund has already been added.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which
Zero.
$0. Our rainy day fund started with a balance of 604,000. We have 583,000 in there. The township fund, which is the general fund, had a balance of over $1 million. We've spent that down some. You could see how much we've received, how much we have dispersed.
Can you make that bigger,
Yes, sir.
please? Okay, thank you.
Township assistance, we are spending a lot of our township
Yeah.
assistance. So we had a balance at the beginning of the month of almost 365,000. We dispersed 66,000, over 66,000. So you can,
So what's
Yeah.
the total for the year, and how much have we spent at this point?
the total for the year, I'm gonna open our Tom's Web here and run a TA7 report.
So if, like, I just put in $182,000. If we did that every month, it'd be $2,184,000. That's
What-
what we'd spend this year. If we spent $182,000 a month.
182,000 a month. Understand that the 66,000 was including $50,000 we sent to.
United Way. It was
Okay.
United Way.
So
Yes.
that would reduce it.
The 130.
Yeah, so it's like the 16,000 we spent on assistance this last month. But, you know, that was a kind of a slow month. I mean.
So I'm pulling our TA7 report from
Yeah.
Tom's Web. Do year to date.
And so that fund is the general assistance fund or the
Township.
Which one?
township assistance fund? That we're spending.
Yeah.
Yes, the
Our-
direct town. Yes. So year to date, we have received 714 requests for assistance.
714.
Yes.
Are people feeling like they don't have enough to do in the office?
You guys are busy, right?
Yeah, there are some lulls more towards the end of the month, but then, you know, the beginning of the month, we're slammed. I mean, we have people waiting at the door, phones are ringing off the hook.
You had to have the part-time come and help.
Yeah,
a
my
couple
sub,
times,
my
yeah.
sub is coming the first week
Yeah.
of the month just to help with the, just the overload.
Yeah.
And she actually came today to help us.
Good.
But it's kind of slowed down, I've noticed
Just a
this
little
week
bit.
a little bit. So,
That's good.
yeah. So we have assisted 411 of those 714 requests. 423 were households. 359 were denied. Year to date, we have provided $232,128.
And
And
the
township
reason
assistance.
For some of the decisions to not give them was because they didn't have enough data.
Yeah, it's different reasons.
Yeah,
We
yeah, I understand.
over income. They're over our income guidelines. They do not submit the required documentation in time. They've had sufficient resources and wasted them, or they were kicked off Section 8 housing or HUD housing. Those are all.
Okay.
I had a lady we denied because she abandoned her job. So she voluntarily terminated her job. So
So 232K and
Mhm.
what's our budget for the year in that?
So
Not
our
that high, but
our budget for the year,
200,000.
200,000.
But that's just you're talking about recipients there, that's not
Mhm.
just, I'm talking 200,000, that's shelter. We had 2,004 in shelter and public utilities, and 38,000 barrels, we haven't touched that, so it's really, and we've exceeded our utilities by $15,000.
So the
That's money that we
total
did not.
Monica gave was for
Behind.
township assistance,
Right, all
was
of it.
232. And
All of it.
what's our budget for township assistance? For the whole fund?
270, if I'm getting this
Okay.
right. No, you have to add A and B, or 1 and 2 together, so that would be $305,600.
So we've spent 23 out of 30. We still have some,
A
but
little over
the rest of the year maybe. So if we overspend in that fund, where are we gonna pull the money to?
Rainy day.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to hold off a little bit on transferring those funds till the end of the year till we're
Yeah.
good
To loan, yeah.
to loan.
Yeah, which makes sense. We gotta cover our bases first.
Perry was asking me, what is the $484,000 amount? That is the total value of benefits denied to individuals
Oh.
applying for township assistance.
It's interesting to see, because you're saying we have more money denied for lesser people than what we actually funded for the majority.
Well, it's because they don't qualify, so it's
Yeah.
like yeah.
So, yeah, we have spent over 30,000 in utilities this year so far.
How many?
And that's rare because that we weren't doing that before.
We weren't
right?
doing, it was either you
It's-
pick rent or
Yeah,
utilities.
yeah.
This year, I decided to open up to both.
So,
So we're
do you
seeing
still
that
feel
plus
good
the,
about doing that for next year too?
I like to,
Yeah. Are
and I
we-
think we've budgeted more now that we know we
Okay.
budgeted more for utilities.
Okay.
And-
Our fire budget for next year for shelter is 230,000.
And we haven't seen the numbers for LIHEAP, even for this year. They didn't have those numbers. They gave us 23 and 24.
Right,
when
yeah.
we Talked to do, it would be nice to know what they plan to make available.
Mhm. We have spent over nearly 16,000 in burials and cremations.
Wow. That's
I did spend 3,000 repatriating a Russian decedent.
Okay.
So we had 14 cremations.
Yes.
How much are the cremations?
They are between $895 and $1,200. So $895 is from $995 from Comfort Cremations. Okay. And then Fisher's is $1,200.
So we're using both of them.
We are using both of
whoever
them.
we can get into.
Why are we using that? That's significantly more expensive for fish or.
Fisher, it-
$200 more, really.
Well, I was
Fish-
hearing 9 and 12.
yeah, so $995 for Comfort Cremations is how much they charge us, and
Even
Fisher's
that's
is
high, 'cause I was
$1,200.
looking in Denver, I can get an $850 cremation. But
Yeah, and these-
sending the bodies to Denver is not practical.
Yeah.
No.
But I'm just questioning why would.
Is it what's available? Is that what it is? Like we don't really get to pick.
We could negotiate and say like, this is how much we're paying, that's it.
Yeah.
But that was kind of the negotiated price with
Yeah.
Fisher without them losing money.
Yeah.
You know, and also they hadn't had a bad history with the previous trustee because she would not pay unless she got the death certificate. Well, the death certificate takes weeks and weeks
Yeah.
and weeks.
And then she wanted bill folks.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
And turn them into diamonds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what we have year to date as far as assistance. Let's see what else. I have the credit card statement here. I wanted to look at our township assistance so you could see how much we've spent year to date. Let me see if I can make this larger for you. But you can see we're over in quite a number of areas. Utility being one.
Yeah, we just.
So we budgeted 286,700 for direct township assistance. And we have spent 235,604.
And we got
51.
September, October, November, December.
Yeah.
Correct. We have 4 months. We're not going to make it.
Yeah.
I mean, we only have 51,000 left at the end of August.
So with this, of all the ones that you was going to help or didn't or refused, how many of those was having problems with the payments with electricity? All the ones that you helped, did they have problems with electricity or?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I would need to
16
do,
in June, 16 in July, and 18 in August.
right, but he's asking me how many were denied.
Denied.
I couldn't,
That might take a little more time to figure it out, right? 'Cause we
yeah,
have, like, a
I wouldn't have to
reason why
run a report.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm just curious.
Yeah. No, that's good information.
it is good.
Like,
It is good to know.
Yeah.
I could run a quick report and
And
see.
both ways. The ones that you help, did they have electrical problems or, electricity not payment of being able to pay it? And then also the ones that we denied, if they was having payment for electricity. Just curious.
Yeah.
Very well could be. You see. So I'm running a report. So in August, we did 64 denials. And
Wow.
it looks like we have one that was for utility, 1, 2. There were quite a bit here.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
You
see
can
that.
see.
Those are all denials there?
These are all denials.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Brandy's a meanie
She's my bad cop.
then.
21 of them utilities, I thought.
Yeah, and you can see the total amount that was, yeah, 78,000. That was
So
denied.
with these ones that, and most of these are because of either they was disrespectful to their money management, or something else, got kicked out of housing or whatever.
Yeah, it could be any number of those
Yeah.
reasons.
Because they just don't
Yeah,
qualify too.
I
is
wouldn't have
probably a
to.
big thing.
Yeah, and some just don't submit the paperwork
Yeah.
in
So
time.
with this, where did they go? Did they go?
I'm not sure. We
Okay.
refer them out or, yeah,
They didn't necessarily tell us that it's going on
Yeah.
bad, but good news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's all I have.
I appreciate you giving us all this,
Well,
Of course. I
because
mean,
it's very information that blows my mind, and now it's wondering what I need to do. But it's always good to have information.
Absolutely. And, if you wanted me to grab some of the files from August, maybe not all 64, and say, hey, give me some of the reasons, we can pull
One
that.
analogy I'll give you is that they keep saying this with the Purdue football team. We're not comparing it to last year. We want what we're doing.
Mhm.
That's what we're doing. And that's the way I want to be. I want us to know what's going on so we can make the right decisions to help people.
Yeah.
That's all that we're here for.
Yeah.
And then those people have to make the right dang decisions to give us the information so we can help them. If they don't do that, we can't help them. That's bottom line. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Is that it for finances?
Yes,
Okay.
unless you have other questions. There is the budget proposal for 2026 should be in your yellow
No.
folder. I asked Rocky to put in,
I took everything out.
oh. So it should be the Form 3, which is the notice to taxpayers, and there should be Form 4B, which is a breakdown of all the funds.
The Form 3, actually, you gotta flip it like this. It's like a military style, It's not, you turn the page. It's-
Form 3 is just on that's the
Oh, that
notice to
one. I'm thinking,
taxpayers.
what's this? 4B. See,
Yeah.
Flip it like that. There you
Oh,
go.
okay.
Yeah. We're not presenting the budget for 2026 at this time. We will present it in 2 weeks at the
23rd.
23rd. But Susan asked me to go ahead and give you the budget so you
Yeah.
have time to
To
look it
and
over
review.
at
Yeah.
your own time, and then we can.
And that will be
Discuss.
the public
Correct. That
Yeah.
is the public
budget meeting.
budget hearing,
That's when?
the 23rd,
23rd.
in 2 weeks.
This month?
2 weeks.
Yes.
That wouldn't be here.
I think you
You
told
told
us
us that.
last
Be in North
month.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you gonna be here at the beginning of next month?
Hmm?
You're gonna be here at the beginning of next month?
I hope so.
Well,
Yeah,
we're
we've been
voting on
on,
approval. You'll vote on approval. We're not voting to approve until the beginning of October.
You never know when your expiration date is. So I don't know.
You plan to be. Yeah.
So, is when this meeting next in the 23rd, can I do that can I see it? We're out there, can I do it on? Would I be
Yeah.
able to-
You can. I don't think you can vote
Oh,
though.
no,
Yeah.
I just wanted
Yeah.
Yeah, I can send you the
So-
link.
Okay.
Bill, you will be voting. You have to open it to the floor for comments and then remove it.
One,
That's the only vote you have.
23rd.
to, and that would be at 6:30?
Correct.
Okay, well, I'll have to tell them that I can't go out for Brett for her party. Hopefully we're gonna make her out at the house, because that is her birthday.
I remember you said you weren't going to
We're
be
leaving
here.
The 19th, because they're in soccer and they're both, so we can't miss either one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So just send me a link or whatever.
You got it.
This is all the paperwork for that, okay. Any other questions on finances before we move along?
So I just need to review all this here.
Yes, your
Yeah.
Form 3 and your Form B. So Form 3 is the notice to taxpayers. It's this one, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's what we present. That's what we
So
have
this is the one
submitted
we'll
to
be-
Gateway.
So this is one we'll be voting on.
Yes.
Mm.
And then the larger report is the breakdown of all of our funds,
And I just look at all this stuff and it'll equal to this.
the totals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll try to remember to take all this stuff with me
Okay.
and look at it.
Just leave it in your truck. Or wherever car you're taking.
That's what we'll be taking.
Yeah. When you go out there, leave it in there and think about it.
Okay.
So, as part of this, we set the levy.
Yes. I mean, based on our budget.
Budget, yeah.
And the assessed valuation. This is not the year that SB1 starts next year, is that right?
Yeah, SB1 will start next year. We're fortunate in that we will not be impacted as severely as some of the larger municipalities. And also, as Rocky mentioned, the local income tax will be higher for us.
Who will set the local income tax?
The local,
City
that-
council.
the state,
County.
the state does.
Yeah.
And then there, I think after 26, there's the council is going to be setting the lit, and Ben Murray's head of the lit council from city council.
You
So
get-
I've talked to him already about, hey, we don't want to,
Murray's on county council.
sorry, county council. Yes,
So
counties
the county
will set
council's
the,
on it, not the city, the county's on it.
correct. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's the county that will set the lit moving forward. I've already talked to Ben about, hey, we don't want to lose any funding, so we'll see. Keep pressuring him.
And then you need to talk to his mom, that might help.
Reliable.
Hmm?
Reliable.
Okay. So outreach advocacy center request for funding proposal.
Right. So I was at the Recovery Cafe to do outreach spotlight. They bring in different community agencies and resources. And so I talked about what we do here at the township. And I learned that Dr. Loomis has opened his own clinic to treat indigent and transient folks.
Oh, wow.
And people in active addiction. So he has his own place. So I went over to check out the clinic. He's treating patients there, but it's not completely finished. And
This is medical treatment.
correct, it's medical treatment.
Wasn't that our former?
Yes, he was our former public health officer. So he opened his own clinic. So I went over there.
He's picking up Medicaid, is he billing Medicaid?
He's gonna
For
start.
a lot of his.
Yes, he hasn't started, but he's going to.
Fine.
So this is kind of beginning,
Where's his
beginning
clinic?
stage. It is where Henry's Lumber is, right there
And
where
for-
Henry Poor. Yes, and there's
on,
a
like,
building there.
Memorial.
No, you go up Ferry when it hits Earl, right
Oh.
there.
That's Von Tobel.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry,
Montoya.
Von Tobel.
Henry Ford's out.
Oh,
outside.
sorry. I knew it was some lumber place, but you go up Ferry, you run right into Earl, and it's there's that Von Tobel, but there's this building, and his clinic is in there.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I went in. He's just starting this clinic. They haven't completely furnished it. They're working on building out the whole clinic. So I went over there. You know, I support the mission of the clinic, and I asked him, how can we help? And he said, well, I am looking at getting funding to finish the clinic and do all the services that he wants to do for the people who frankly are overlooked or not taken care of.
Yeah.
So I said, well, submit a request for funding. So he's not super great at technology, but I got the proposal.
So there's 34,000.
Yes. Yeah. So it is a proposal. Because we're running so high on our expenditures, I would like to sit on the proposal till we get closer to the year to make sure that we're
safe.
good, that
Yeah.
we're good.
I think that's a good idea.
And then I would be happy to
To like review it. once
review
we
it and
know what
ask
to
for
do.
your
Okay.
At the end of the
approval.
I think that that's smart just because we're not, I mean, we're seeing so many numbers, so
Right.
yeah, I think that
Yeah.
that's smart.
I mean, I support the mission.
Yeah.
I want to support them, but we need to take care of the township first.
I agree. Okay.
And then he's got two different.
I know it.
project totals.
So when I
34.
met with them, I was like, how much will it take to
like
finish out the,
finish.
and he initially told me 25,000, but apparently he got this from his contractor.
Okay. Which makes sense because everything's
Yeah.
going up. Okay. So we'll like review this closer
Yeah.
to the end of the year.
And he also invited the board to come visit the clinic.
Okay.
And it is very inspiring.
Okay.
So it was good.
Okay, it's Von Tobel's is here. Is it across the street?
No, it's like you come to the parking lot and it's right there.
Used
It's
to
like
be like that.
Glidden Paint, or it's not Glidden.
Probably on the
now,
back,
it's PBS.
Sherwin-Williams. Probably on the back of it. There used to be a weird furniture store there.
I don't know. It's like a funky building.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
It
about.
looks like
So
Well,
if you're going up Ferry
right.
Street,
mhm.
you see
That-
Von Tobel's. It's off the right.
Yeah. So you basically turn into that parking lot, and it's like this funky
Does it have a
building.
name on it yet? Does it have a
not
name?
not like a real.
Just a funky building name. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even think there's a sign
I know.
on it. There might be.
exactly.
Yeah.
There used to be a office
hmm
furniture. Like they used to sell office furniture that was like secondhand there.
Yeah.
It's like on the other side of the paint store.
Yeah. But he invited us to come and tour, so
Okay.
I would be happy to organize a field trip for us.
Okay. Trustee report.
Yeah.
Trustee report.
Bring that up. As you can see, our burial, it's funny because there for a stretch of months, we were only doing like a cremation a month. And then we got, in August, we got like 5 of them.
Okay.
You can see rental assistance has stayed pretty, pretty consistent.
For assistance, you have your handbook and people have to meet the guidelines. For cremations, they don't have to submit paperwork.
It's like no next of kin, right?
If there is family, they do fill out the application
Okay.
and the name of the decedent. Now, if there is no kin, we superintend the body and then just send the information over to usually Fishers. I usually send it over to Fishers. And many times our people have Medicaid. Medicaid will usually cover cremation. If that's the case, if they're Medicaid covered, Medicaid will usually cover the cost of cremation. So at that point, we're not involved.
Yeah.
How many of the, percentage-wise are we covering the cost and how many is Medicaid?
I don't know, because once Medicaid's involved, we're out.
Yeah.
I don't know. So like I had a call this week. This man was the caretaker of a friend. And so he called to see what resources were available. And I asked them, was she on Medicaid? And he said, yeah. And I said, okay, well then let the funeral home know. They'll call, there's a number, a direct number.
Okay.
I said, have the funeral home call that number. Medicaid should cover it. And he was like,
And then
okay,
you
thank
don't-
you.
yeah,
And then I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get it.
Utility assistance again. We didn't help some.
And we have that going until November is when.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's just October.
Right.
So
So
we have
the-
September and October.
Yeah, so the application opens October 1st, but funding doesn't kick out till November.
Okay, so we really just have September. to come
No,
in.
you're right, October, because
October
the application opens October, but no funding
until November.
until
So we'll have to
November.
Help people in October.
So if they submit November 1st for October, they won't pay it.
Say that again, Susan.
If they submit November 1st for October utilities. they
We won't
pay
cover it.
Okay, they don't cover it until November 1.
Mhm,
Okay.
Right.
But it should be, anybody who has, they may have been in arrears for
Correct.
a few months because they
Yes,
shouldn't be
right.
having much cooling costs now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct. And so if they're on a payment plan and miss the payment plan, they default, then they have to pay the entire amount. That's the way it works with Duke. So the request, we saw a bit of a dip in August, but we helped more people.
Yeah.
With utilities, just a slight bump up. And then individual recipients went down a little. And you can see how much we've helped out for the month of August as far as direct assistance.
So what would be the other assistance? Just anything?
The other assistance is the shelter next door,
Oh,
the utilities
okay.
and
Okay.
stuff, right,
Okay.
Rocky?
Okay.
Who's over there now?
Right now, we have an agreement with the family shelter. So I have a single mom and a child over there. I switched the graphs to bar graphs. I hope, does that make more sense, Susan? Instead of the trend lines?
Oh, yes, it absolutely does.
Okay. I've had two township appeals in front of the commissioners in August. And they sided with us.
Yeah.
So they found that we adhere
You
to
did
our
your due
standards.
diligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to point out our township assistance, you know, we've been spending that
Yeah.
pretty steadily, overspending. And then the request for funding proposal. So you have the OR one. I know the family shelter is also going to seek funding because they get no support.
Yeah.
The family shelter who's got some.
Correct. Yeah. I have not seen it. I told them that I would look at our budget,
So
but
we're okay. I guess I'm stupid. Where's the family shelter?
the family shelter is behind the North End Community Center.
Oh, okay.
And then I give you the budget for 2026. We did the SIP. I met with the mayor. We are going to work on repairing the 9th Street sidewalk in front of the cemetery.
I didn't realize how bad it is. Are we gonna lose all those trees then?
Lose those
Okay.
trees, but we will replace them, just not
Yeah.
as many.
Yeah. It's just a
Mhm.
bummer because it's
Yeah.
I get it. It's that sidewalk's really bad.
The
Yeah.
sidewalk's so narrow.
Yeah, it's very narrow. That's what I was noticing.
But the road
too.
is very wide.
Are
Yeah.
they gonna take some of the road?
They're going to take some of the
They
road.
probably have to because to make it more compliant, right?
Mhm.
Because I don't even think a wheelchair could fit on that. Like how narrow
It
is.
could, but it wouldn't be able to go over that sidewalk.
Yeah,
It's
because
so,
it's so bumpy.
Yeah.
So, you're on the other side of the fence. How close are the nearest graves? Are they?
They're
away?
right there.
they're right
You
there.
could
They're,
touch
I
them
mean,
through the
you could
fence.
touch them. I mean, some of them look like they're going to slip right under.
Yeah.
What are we talking
The
9th Street.
cemetery,
about?
like,
On this street, yeah, but
yeah.
we didn't know if we were talking about a specific fence.
Yeah, 9th Street
Sunday,
Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah, my fall classes have started. So I'm taking 3 classes this semester. And then in January, I will start my internship with the family shelter.
Yeah.
Some of the trainings and outreach we did in August, we had a booth again at Outfest.
How'd it go?
It went really well. It's always a good event. And I think the community really appreciates that
Yeah.
we show up for them and that we support them financially.
Yeah.
We give them a sponsorship. I attended the CF rally. They're closing down that factory.
Oh, yes, yeah.
How'd that go? I couldn't go because my son-in-law was there, and was working with him. How did that go?
It went well. They had a lot of the local politicians come and speak out against closing a factory and what that factory means to the community,
Yeah.
both historically and
I was, you know,
Union
trying to
was
get
out.
that all set up.
Yeah.
I just didn't have, so are they, because I was told through some of the people that the city is offering them to build out there. How did they say anything about that? Out there with the city?
It sounded pessimistic. It sounded like they were moving forward with the closing timeline. So
Yeah,
it sounded pretty bleak.
yeah, it's,
But they're just closing down part of it, right? There's parts of it that they were going to keep open.
I think the whole
I think
thing.
the
Yeah,
whole
I think
thing.
the whole thing.
Yeah, this has been going on for over a year.
How many
Correct.
jobs is that?
Hmm.
Do we know how many
Probably,
jobs?
probably close to 400.
That's what I was
I
saying,
don't
like 350 or something.
remember. And they're union jobs, so they're
Oh.
good
Yes.
jobs.
Yeah, they're high paying jobs. Or
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, protect, yeah, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
the same thing without here. It'll always be Fairfield, but it's Dana now.
Dana.
And now it's going to be Allison.
Oh, they're changing again. What was that weird? It was named a weird thing for a while, like a, oh,
Orlicon.
yeah, it was, I didn't know how to
It's
pronounce
Orlicon Fairfield. It was, it's been
it.
crazy.
Yeah, it's been,
But
yeah.
it's the same thing. At one time, we had almost close to 2,000 employees. Now we're down to 350 to 400. And some of those are, the maintenance is nice paying jobs. Then you have the next level, and then they average from 30 over $30 an hour down to 19, I think. I think they start at $18 or $19 an hour.
Yeah,
That's the same way
a lot of places,
so
yeah.
that's going to be a lot of people out of jobs. So we may have to start up and helping people. And the thing of it is, though, with these factories, a lot of them don't live in Tippecanoe County.
Oh,
That's same with Fair or whoever
yeah.
where I used to work. A lot of them lived out of the county, so it wouldn't affect Tippecanoe County as much. But
Other places it would, yeah.
So we also, or I volunteered at the Food Finders booth for one of the Mosey's in August. And then the staff and I attended the 3rd annual Housing Justice Conference in Indianapolis. And that was good because I was able to make some connections with Notre Dame. They run an eviction lab.
Oh, like,
And so I've been collecting data on junk fees that landlords collect on tenants, your administrative,
yeah.
your tech
Pet
fees.
fees.
Yeah.
Like weird stuff.
Yeah. The application fees that
Yeah.
they charge up
Because
front.
Indiana has no protections against that, that's why.
So I was able to give them my data that I've been
Oh, that's
collecting.
cool.
So that's good. Rosie participated in this year's Joyful Journey fundraiser. That's the celebrity softball game. I did it last year. She
Oh.
did it this year.
That's cool.
And then I attended Trinity United celebrated their bicentennial as well. And they
Big celebration.
had a celebration outside. So I went to that. And then I met with WFYI. That was also another connection I made at the Housing Justice Conference. So they wanted to talk to me about housing in Tippecanoe County.
Did they broadcast it?
No, they're just basically doing like background information and trying to understand. They're trying to make more connections in Tippecanoe County. So they were also interested in Latino Fest. So I
Oh,
connected them with the Latino Center.
Nice.
The meetings I attended were county council. I told you about the appeal hearings. I did attend city council to advocate for public safety lit dollars for Wabash. And it was not considered. The mayor and the police chief and fire chief came out against it, so it was not considered by the city. I attended one of the ITA board meetings in Fishers. We're prepping for our annual conference next or later this month.
Yeah, like 2 weeks, yeah.
I met with the mayor to talk about 9th Street. And then, of course, board meeting here, staff meeting, and I attended a area 4 board meeting.
The city's helping with 9th Street, right?
Yes,
Awesome.
they're paying the money. They just asked us to pay for the trees.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So
That's a pretty good
Where are they
deal.
gonna get the trees?
I'll
We're
probably
gonna get
ask,
Tree of Heaven.
probably ask Tree
Tree
Lafayette.
Lafayette or something. I'm gonna get 3 trees.
For your,
My
birch
tree
or-
lawn, yeah.
That was
I
my
have
trust.
room for my trees.
That was my trustee report.
Okay.
When are you gonna start where are you gonna start your,
Internship?
yes,
Where or when?
you said in January.
January at the family shelter.
Okay,
It'll be a 8-month internship. It's a 2-semester long
Okay.
internship.
Where's my agenda? Okay. Our next meeting is the 23rd. Any more comments or anything? We free to adjourn? I move to adjourn.
Second.
It is 7:47. We are adjourned.
thank you.
Yay.
We're gonna
Good
be-
one.
We're gonna be at the conference that day,
I have to
and
come.
then come down here and meet and do it.
Yeah, it's one of those.